It's like a sandwich effect, pretty much, because for the most part, now everybody that's coming from the West is going to do a lot of their shopping there. I would say for the most part, from what I've heard, that people don't always just go to Walmart to shop for clothes. And a lot of the things that we carry here, Walmart doesn't even have. So, for instance, you know, dresses, tuxedos, infant tuxedos, things that you wouldn't even think of, they don't sell there. So, in that sense, we have we're unique in our individually, our store and some of the things that we carry here. But I think it will have an effect. Just this little, you know, this tuxedo over here, this 12-month black tuxedo, that's, you know, that's the type. Quickly grab it if I didn't bust up the end here, but, you know what I mean, you can't get this, you know what I mean, in a lot of places, and the price you're getting it for, $25, man. That's a gorgeous tux. You go to Men's Warehouse, you're going to pay 120 bucks for a tux to rent it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go wrong. We got great dresses, suits, all kinds of good stuff, so I don't want to go off.
Whenever a new business such as mine opens up, it's about 3 months where everybody's gone because they want to see the new deals, the new hardware, the new this, the new that, the new building, and then they get in there and they realize that they don't have the customer service, they don't have the sensibilities, they don't get they don't get glass cut to size, they don't get plexiglass cut to size. If it's not the stock size and it's not what you want, that's a shame. So we have more flexibility that way. I love the people. They're a laugh a minute. They're interesting. They make you think. They'll walk in with parts in the bag and say, "Fix this. It's broke." It's like, okay, cool, we can do that. So that's my favorite part of the people.
A lot of people who come in really say how much they enjoy it here, because of not only the prices but the quality of the store and the product. The prices is huge, but people do like the clothes as well on top of the prices, considering how quickly the kids grow up and grow out of the clothes that they're wearing nowadays. So
it's just kind of fun to it's fun to deal with customers, actually, for the most part. Not all the time, but for the most part. And I guess for us it's cool because we are getting to deal with musicians and talk about music, and that's stuff that we love, and that's why we got into the business in the first place. So it is kind of like we get to talk and hang out with the kind of people that we like, and that's just our day in, day out job. So it's just fun. We're just surrounded by creative people and kind of like fun conversation and stuff like that all the time.
We have families we have to feed. So you have to be responsible. You know, you working for somebody else, it's their headache. But when they work for you, you know that you have to run a business, you have to run a tight ship, and you have to pay salaries because they have to eat. That's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's tough, man. That's tough. There's actually this really cool thing me and this other guy, he goes to. Hey, hon. And they go to like a meeting, and it's located right at the police station. And once a month they have a meeting, and they talk about all the businesses that are coming. I'm actually going to start going to the meetings. They start May 20th, and they talk about like the different businesses that are coming in, what are some good things to do to help the businesses and that kind of stuff. So it also lets you know who's coming in, and what's making it, what's not, I would assume.
At this point, I think I've clocked in a total of like 6 hours being at those meetings because they're monthly, and you only go for 1 hour. So I'm still kind of feeling it out, but there's quite a range. Like I'm in there representing a new business who's kind of learning their way from the ground up, and there's people who are in there who are the manager of a huge banking firm in the area. So there's quite a range of people, and they seem to sit on the line between business and politics. Like it takes place at the town hall. So it's definitely under the auspices of the town recognizing this as a formal organization, but at the same time it's all local businesses, and for the most part people just kind of talk about practical matters. Like there's a fair going up in behind the Outback Steakhouse right now. So the owner of the Outback was talking about that impacting his business somewhat. He doesn't own Outback Steakhouse, but he's expected to make sure his restaurant does well and continues to grow their numbers. And so when someone camps out a playground next to his parking lot, he's not sure if it's going to help or if it's going to hurt. So people just kind of raise practical concerns about, here's something that's impacting me and I don't feel like I have any power to do anything about it. Is there anything we as a group can do, or is there anything that our township can do for us to kind of help remedy that? Yeah, it's there are definitely an amazing concentration of businesses in this area. I don't have like stats to point to, but I understand it's like among the top retail areas in the country. So for that reason, the township is kind of behind businesses. They want to see us do well and they want to see us prosper because they know who's paying their taxes. So in that regard, it's kind of a cool area. And also it's a cool area because unless you live here, you might think that this area is well covered by the big chains. If you're a corporate guy sitting in an office and you don't know Deptford, you might think, oh, we got Cherry Hill, we got Vineland, no problem, everybody can just go to one of those stores. But if you live here, you know that there's a lot of congestion between here and there, and having a local store to go to. We definitely have a good number of our customers who have come here out of convenience, not expecting very much, and then they've been wowed by what we have in the store, and they come back and tell their friends. So in that area, it seems like a really good geographic location for us.
People drive by all the time, say, you've been here all your life, I'd never stopped before, and they stop in. And it's just, I guess, luck of the draw. You know, you're sitting there anyway, you see a sign in front that says screens repaired. Oh, cool, we need screens repaired. And they pop in and say, how long does it take? How many, you know, how do you do it? What's the cost on it? And all of a sudden you have a customer. You treat him right, gets the screens back, he tells 2 friends, he tells 2 friends, he tells 2 friends, and all of a sudden you get 6 customers. So that's how we like to work our fan base. I'm proud of what I've come from, and I'm only hoping that I can pass it on to another generation or 2, and they can. And it's a pride thing. You know, this is what we have, this is what we built, this is what we made, and this is what we did all of our lives to put food on the table, to take care of people, to have some place to be. And I have no college education. I went to high school, and I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. Could I do something else? Probably. Do I want to do anything else? Not really. You know, it's just inbred in me. And anybody else who's a family member, same way. My boss has been here since he was 13 years old himself, and it's just what we do. Are the small businesses going to go away? No, they're not. There's people who have such loyal clientele and fan bases, and there's a lot of people who just can't be bothered with all of the craziness. You know, if it's 10,000 square feet and all you need is a bottle of glue, why are you bothering? You know what I mean? So there's hairdressers all over, there's liquor stores, there's small restaurants, there's small bars. If you look enough, you'll see a bunch of, a nice crop of small businesses in this area.
I'd like to close with a sax solo. But we don't sell saxes, so SOL.